gonna talk about makeup. I'm gonna share you guys of my this year's favorite makeup products. Let's get started. From foundation, I picked up 4 of my favorite foundations, 2 drugstore foundations and 2 a little more expensive foundations. Those are all like 1 everyday foundation and 1 like full coverage foundation for some special occasions. So let's talk about those 2 first. For the everyday foundation, I picked it up this Stila foundation. My shade is SO3, so it fits my skin very well. That's what I'm wearing today. I think it's like a medium high coverage. It's not like full coverage, but it's very lightweight and it won't make your skin looks like cakey or like heavy or like you are wearing foundations a lot. So it comes with a pump. You can see it's not like very heavy. It works perfect on my skin, so I think it should work very well for you guys as well. This is like my everyday foundation. Good coverage, lightweight, just like my second skin. For better coverage foundation, I picked this one from Lancome. This foundation is their Ultra Wear foundation with SPF 15. It was very popular before. It also comes with a pump. Even it's full coverage. This one is a good one. I like it. It's more coverage than the Stila one, but it's also not too heavy. So I like this one as my full coverage foundation. This one is my everyday foundation. And this one is like my full coverage foundation. This one is like much natural and lightweight, and this one is more coverage but not too heavy as well. So those 2 are a little pricey than drugstore foundation. So here's 2 my favorite drugstore foundation. This one, the benefit this Maybelline one is more everyday foundation. It's kind of like the Stila one, but the coverage is not as good as the Stila one if your skin doesn't have like big pores or like a redness, that kind of thing. So this one should be good for you. And the Wet n Wild one, this one is like a full coverage I wanna see, but if your skin is dry during the time you're using it, it might cause like dryness, kind of cakey. For this foundation, if your skin doesn't have any problem, that will work very well. Let me show you how this looks like. This is Maybelline Dewy and Smooth foundation from their Fit Me line. Mine is 220 natural beige, but this one just don't have a pump. It's like a little natural tone, and if you are very tan, then this is your shade. You can see it's very watery. It's like running. The coverage is there, but kind of like the Laura Mercier new foundation. It's like low to medium coverage, so that's a good everyday foundation. But if you want perfect skin, you want a full coverage foundation, you can try this Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I'm using Golden Big, and for this one comes with a scoop, but it's not a pump. I don't think it's that clean, which I don't really like it. You can see this one is like smooth, so it's not that watery. You can see the coverage is much better than the Maybelline one, but this one you have to have a better skin when you use it, or you will have like cakey. This one is like Maybelline one. The coverage is more than the Maybelline one. Oh, I forget to say, those 2 are all like natural matte finish. This Wet n Wild one is very matte finish, and this one, the Maybelline one, is more dewy than matte. So, but it's not like too dewy, so it's a very good everyday foundation. Let's talk about some lipstick. I just choose the 5 of my favorite lipstick I'm using a lot recently. Those 2 are my go-to lipstick because it's just like staying. Once I apply on my lips, it just won't go away. It's the Landor. I don't know. Their Envy Me lipstick. Mine is 103 Smash Up. I'm gonna show you guys. It's like very brown nude shade, has a little brown tone in it. So once it's here, it's always here, and I drink and eat. The color might fade a little bit, but not a big problem unless you eat like oily food. And the second one of my go-to lipstick is from Kat Von D. It's their Glimmer Veil lipstick. Mine is Lolita. It's like a shimmery shade, but it stays on my lips very well, lasts a long time. You can see there's a shimmery, and this one like matte, more like pink than brown. Next one is like between those shades. It's from Lancome. So for this lipstick, I'm using 202. Let me show you the shade. You can see the sheen there, but it doesn't have any like the sparkle. That's the long too, but not as long as those two. Those two are a little similar. This one is from Fenty Beauty, Fenty Glow. Mine is a brown shade. It's like a nude brown. You can use it as topper, but you can see like the sparkle and the sheen is perfect. When you apply on your lips, just makes your lips so juicy. I've been using those lipstick a lot. Just makes your lips look like so juicy. I like it a lot. Makes my lips so comfortable, hydrated. But this one doesn't last a long time, so you have to put it in your purse all the time. And the next one is a little similar to the Fenty Beauty one. It's from Huda Beauty. This shade is M47 Shameless. You can see the sparkle, like very shiny golden sparkle in it. So I think it's a very good holiday lipstick. Also makes my lips look bigger and more juicy, so I like this one as well. So that's the lipsticks I'm using a lot in this year, and I just hope you guys like it as well. Next, I want to share you guys some body drops. Those two are like not too expensive. Don't feel like spending that much money on the body drops, so like body oil, that type of thing. So I got those two. Works the same, I think. Those two are like a different type, and this one is like more sparkle and more golden, everybody can tell. And this one I got it from Walmart. This is for deeper skin, but I just like that kind of tan skin. This one is like very natural shimmer. After you apply on your skin, you just feel like your skin is like very healthy, very tan, and got some shimmer there, but not too much. I'll show you guys the difference. So I got this one from Sephora, not too big, but it's perfect for traveling. It's very convenient. It got a drop, I guess, convenient. And if you travel somewhere and go to the beach, you don't want to bring a whole bottle of the drops, so just take this one, just rub it on my skin. It just works perfect under the sun. I used this one in my San Diego video when we go to the beach, so you can see my skin was like all the shimmery on it, so I loved it. L'Oreal one is just a little different. It's also very lightweight, and the shade is deeper. Rub it on my skin. So this one is like gives you very healthy skin. The shimmer is not very enhanced, but it just depends on what kind of skin you want. It makes my skin looks more tan as well. You can see the difference here. And next we're gonna talk about eyeshadow. So today I picked up those eyeshadow palettes. It's like the eyeshadow palettes I love the most. Like the Stila Slickered eyeshadow glitter is my favorite. Let's talk about the palette first. It's from Pat McGrath Labs, and I got the smaller one because I'm not very rich. And this one got all the shades I want, and it's a very good experience of this brand's eyeshadow. So when you open it, you got a mirror here, and there's 6 shades. This is like my favorite brown eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna show you guys those shades on my arm. So from the first row, let's see. It's very smooth and pigmented. You can see how smooth that is. See, just I touched it just once, then applies on my arm. It's already that good. And the second row here, this is a matte shade. There's just one matte shade, but it's very useful already. Ooh. This one is a matte shade. This one is a deeper brown, but it got a little shimmer there. It's just like one touch. It's already that pigmented. My go-to eyeshadow color. Let's move to the second palette. This palette is from Alisa Edwards and Anastasia. I like this palette because it's not like very boring shades here. It's like all very bold colors. If you want to create something like special, this is a good choice. From the first row, this is a white. So I like those bold colors. Because I already have so many eyeshadow palettes, I just want something special. Anastasia always make very good eyeshadow palettes, so I really liked it. I like this hot pink and this yellow and this blue and brown. Barely touched it, but it's very pigmented. If you wanna play with color, then this is a good eyeshadow palette, and with Anastasia's quality, so I think it's a good choice. So second row, this is light brown, the darker brown, and purple, and this shade doesn't blend very well. I have to finish this video before the sunset. The last 3 shades. It's just so pretty in the palette, so I apply it on my arm so you guys can have an idea. So far so good, and just beautiful. And I'm a makeup lover and I like to play with colors, so this is a very good palette for me. And if you are like me, you want a special palette with bright colors and you want a better quality one, then this palette is a good choice. BBDC right here. This one doesn't blend very well, but I'm very happy with other shades, so it doesn't matter. And the next one is a very popular eyeshadow palette. I guess everybody know about it already. Just wanna chat with you guys. This one is from Huda Beauty. I like this makeup brand a lot. I just feel like their makeup quality is very good, and I think Arabian culture is like so cool. So when she released those palettes, these are dust palettes, so it got that kind of Arabian feeling in it. You can see she's like a princess there, so I liked it. And the quality of this eyeshadow palette is also very good. So let me just show you those shades on my arm real quick. From the first row, because they haven't released a lot of big palettes, those should be still popular right now. Release another new big palette after a few days. And there's some golden, lavender, purple. It's a windy day today. And here's two more purple. So if you are a fan of purple, you would like this palette. So that's how it is. So those shades are kind of light for me, but I was thinking if you have lighter skin, you would like those shades. So the last row from here, and they have a loose glitter. I'm not a fan of that. Here, so you can see the shimmer. It's very pigmented, and the quality is good. But this glitter is too loose. You have to use glue before you use the glitter. Okay, the last three. There's a lot of like purple and yellow, like more yellow kind of shades, which is pretty. Reminds me of the desert, just like where I am. So as you can see, the pigment is there, and the shades are more like a lot of purple and lavender, kind of lighter shade. So if you have light skin, this palette would be very good for you. Or you want the very fresh kind of makeup, then it will be the palette you can use a lot. And the last eyeshadow palette I want to share with you guys is from Urban Decay Born to Run palette. It got a big mirror here. This palette I like a lot because it got the different tones of shades. It got the like the pumpkin shades, like purple shades, and like green blue, and also got the brown black. So when I travel and I don't know what are we gonna do, I'll take this eyeshadow with me. I can do plenty different looks with it. So I travel a lot with this eyeshadow palette. Let me just show you guys the shades on my arm real quick. From the first row, this palette has very good quality as well. Those are like lighter. Let's try the second row. purple, and you got brown, and you got the pumpkin shade, and you also got the shimmers and the blue. Like those shimmers are very pigmented as well, and you can see it's very smooth. I just barely touched it. It's already like this pigmented. So the last row, some lavender and brown, and some shimmer. So it's just so many possibilities with this palette. And you got black, very useful, and the beautiful blue. This is pretty. So like if I travel, I don't know what am I gonna wear that day. So I got the purple and the pumpkin and blue, black, brown. So many shades you can work with. So you can create so many like looks with this palette, and the quantity is pretty good. So I think it's a very good palette. The last thing I want to share you guys about like eyeshadow is glitters, the liquid glitters from Stila. I still think they make the best liquid glitter I've ever used so far. So you can see, I always like do my crease, and I just use this to cut the crease. Just apply it on the front part of my eyes, or just apply it on the tear dot. So I like it a lot. So that's why it's glitter, right? So pretty. Just bring my eye makeup to the next level. My favorite shades are Follow the Sun and the Diamond Dust. Those two are my favorite. So I think we are done with eyeshadow, and I want to show you guys something like I can't do my makeup without it. It's almost like my everyday makeup products. So first is like the eyebrow product. I use this brow gel from Anastasia. Like once I start using it, I haven't changed it. So this is absolutely my favorite. So the dark brown is my shade. It just works amazing. Does last forever, and so smooth, so easy to work with. So it's my favorite. And the second one is this Urban Decay eyeshadow palette. Oh, this is this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. It's just like my go-to eyeshadow primer. I've tried other brands, but for the price and the product itself, I think this is the best one. Helps my eyeshadow last longer and doesn't get cakey. My favorite setting spray is also from Urban Decay. And here's one thing I can't do my makeup without it. This contour palette from Tarte, the Hamptons Weekend contour palette. It's like my favorite contour palette. This shade just matches my skin tone so well. When I do the contour, it's just amazing. The one more thing I love is from Too Faced. There's not much products I love from Too Faced, but this one is the one. So gorgeous. It's like being kissed by the sun. It's just so beautiful, and the shimmer is like so pretty. It's one of my favorite bronzer, and the package is cute, and the scent is good. Smells like peach, so I like it. I think the Real Technique sponge is pretty good for the price and what you get. Beauty blender is great, but kind of pricey, so I think this one is good. So a box of this is like $11 or how much I forget, but you got the big sponge and the small sponge you can work with. And here's last thing I want to share you guys. It's from NYX. It's a drugstore palette, but it just works so well. Perfect for you to travel with. There's eyeshadow and face palette. You got blush, highlight, and contour, and you got so many eyeshadows you can work with, and the price is not expensive. I forget how much was it. It's like 15 bucks or something. Mine is S144. I just love it, and I've been using it a lot and take it with me when I go travel. This is a good stuff. So yeah, that's it. Whew. I've been talking a lot today, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. Since I have some Chinese audience, I'll put the Chinese subtitle on the bottom. I just hope this video is helpful, and that just means a lot to me if you guys like this video. So please give me a thumbs up and subscribe so we can become friends. See you guys in my next video.